Hi everybody, today we have unit 6.1 and the name of our lesson is favorite things. We'll have grammar, was verb, vocabulary, dates and time phrases, and we will talk about the past. So the first part is speaking. Work in pairs and discuss what do you know about the famous people in photos A to F. The first picture is A, it's Shakira, you know her. Shakira was born on 2nd February 1977, comes from a Middle Eastern background, which explains her belly dancing skills. She is almost famous for her UNICEF work to provide education for poor children. The second picture, you can see here Shizuka Arakawa. Shizuka Arakawa is a figure skater. She was born on 29 December 1981 in Tokyo, Japan, and one of her hobbies is cooking. Next one, picture C. Here we see Lewis Hamilton. You know that Lewis Hamilton is Formula One racing driver. He was born in England on 7th January 1985 and was named after American athlete Carl Lewis. D. Cate Blanchett. You know that Cate Blanchett is an actress. She was born on 14th May 1969 in Australia. She is also a theatre director in Sydney. The next one is Rafael Nadal. You know that Rafael Nadal is a famous tennis player. He was born on 3rd June 1986 and he became the world's #1 tennis player in 2008 at the age of 22. And the last one is famous actor Rowan Atkinson. Rowan Atkinson, as you know, who was Rowan Atkinson? He was a comedian. He was born on 6 January 1955. He is passionate about racing and he owns several cars. So now you know who are in the pictures, and let's have exercise 1B. Match the famous people A to F with their favorite childhood things. Use your dictionary to help with new words. So number 1 is done for you. Kate and radio control cars is C. It's Lewis Hamilton. Of course, he likes cars. Ballet and swimming. Ballet and swimming is loved by Shizuka Arakawa because she is a famous figure skater. Football and the film Gladiator is formed by Rafael Nadal. The piano and Harrison Ford is loved by Cate Blanchett. Writing poems and dancing, of course, is loved by Shakira. And John Cleese and Charlie Chaplin is loved by Rowan Atkinson. So now is our grammar. We have was and were, to be in the past tense. And let's look at the sentences that are given here. The first one. His favorite sport was football. As you see here, we are given was. It is the past form of to be, and it's used for a singular nouns. So sport is a singular noun. That's why after sport we use was. His favorite actors were John Cleese and Charlie Chaplin. Here the noun is actors, it's in plural. That's why we used were. So was and were are past tense. Was is used in singular and were in plural. Let us see B. Complete the past table below. So, it is present. Shakira is Colombian. Shakira is singular. That's why we use is. Her CDs are very popular. CDs in plural. That's why are. So, it's present tense. And if we remember our first term book starter, you had there this tense form. We use he, she, it with is, and we use they with are. Now we have past tense. So if we see here, it's given was. So she was born in 1977. Both sport and pronoun she are in singular. That's why we use was. Her favorite activities were writing poems and dancing. Here we use were because activities are in plural. Now make rule. Skating wasn't her favorite sport. As you see, wasn't is a negative form of to be, of was. So it is formed by joining together was and not, and its contraction, because we change or, we omitted or, instead of it we use apostrophe. So wasn't, it was not. Make the negative with was and were. To make negative with was and were, we should add not. It would be was not, were not. So it's negative. Make the sentence below into a question. He was a quiet boy. So he is third person singular. That's why we use was. In order to make this positive sentence, change it into question, we should put was in front of the subject. So here it will be, was he a quiet boy? So to make sentences negative, we add not. To make sentence question, to change it into the question form, we put was or were in front of the subject. Let's do exercise. It's practice 3A, and we have listening part. It's written, listen to the sentence. Are they in the past or present? Write past P and now N. First, let's just listen. I will open it for you and let's listen.
Unit 6, Recording 2. 1,
She's very kind.
2,
She was very kind.
3,
They were my favourite band.
4,
They're my favourite band.
5,
It isn't very funny.
6,
It wasn't very funny.
7,
We were very happy.
8,
We're very happy.
So let's see. From the beginning, I will stop after each sentence and let's say, is it now, like present tense, or is it past?
Unit 6, Recording 2. 1,
She's very kind.
She is very kind. So it's is and it's present or now.
2,
She was very kind.
She was very kind. So she was very kind, it's past and it's P.
3,
They were my favourite band.
They were my favorite band. So it's were and it's past.
4,
They're my favourite band.
They are my favorite band. So it's are and it's now or present tense.
5,
It isn't very funny.
It isn't very funny. It is and it's now.
6,
It wasn't very funny.
It wasn't very funny. It wasn't and it's past.
7,
We were very happy.
We were very happy. It's were and it's past.
8.
We're very happy.
We are very happy. It's now or present tense. So now let's do exercise number 4. Write the question with prompts 1 and 6. So here you are given some words that you should change into question form, and in order to make the sentences question, you should add was or were. So adding was and were depends on the pronoun or noun that is subject. So in the first sentence that is given to as an example, you have were, so you add you and were. It is given, were you born before 1995? The second one, again you, so you say, were you born in July? The third, again you, were you a very quiet child? Again you, were you afraid of the dark when you were a child? Number 5. In the sentence number 5, you have your first English teacher, a man. Here you have teacher, its noun, its subject, and your first English just define the subject. That is why we will relate was and were to subject. Teacher is in singular. That's why we will take was. It will be, was your first English teacher a man? So you should note that, you should pay attention to that here you will relate was and were not to you, your, but to teacher. 6. Parents. Parents are plural, so it will be, were your parents childhood friends? Grandfather, singular. Was your grandfather born in another country? Grandmother, singular. Was your grandmother a doctor or a nurse? So we have the next part, it's vocabulary. And we have dates and time phrases. Listen to and underline the years you hear. Before doing that, let me explain that if you have years up to 2000, you can say or pronounce them like double numbers. For example, 1999, 1990. After 2000 and the 2000, you can pronounce and say like ordinal numbers, like numbers. For example, you say 2000, 2002. Now let's listen, and after that we will say what years they are.